Howdy, everybody. Hope you're doing well on this chilly Tuesday night, keeping warm. Unfortunately, no D-Boss tonight. TJ had a bit of a rough headache, so wasn't quite feeling up to streaming, so just you and me tonight. It's happened twice in the past week now. Not the exact same thing. Cam was out on Thursday because weather. But yeah, so we got some more arcade spirits here tonight. Let's get that game audio on. Menu music, just all the music in this game is so good. Also, just this game is so good, you know? Let's see. I believe we're about to get our event is gonna happen. That we have so lovingly named Funplex Event. Level 4. Player versus player. Or maybe there's another thing that happens before the event. I honestly don't remember. Like I said, it's been 3 years since I played this game. Almost 4 now. It is the future year 20XX. And this is my hour. Max has come and gone, and we're hoping a good number of the folks we reached out to there will be here today at my big event. Funplex Event. This is a make-or-break moment for me. My chance to put the Funplex on the map. My chance to make something more of this job than a 9-to-5 vacuuming the carpet and looking for missing skee balls. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am in the break room, psyching myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits the 10 and the big hand hits the 12, Funplex Event is go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But, well, sadly I'm me and not someone else. And those old instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on. Almost time to go. You ready? No. Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes, even if it's no. Relax. You're a people person. Go out there and be a person of the people. I'll be behind you every step of the way. Thought you were planning to hide in your workshop? Well, turn your back to the door and I'll technically be behind you. And drop by now and then to keep me company, maybe. But definitely focus on the event. It's your big day. Good luck. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Pucas. And you know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You'll never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. With that settled, I pushed through the door and out into the arcade. Let's be honest, we'll probably get maybe a dozen randos anyway. No big deal, right? And that is not the dozen randos. That is considerably more than a dozen randos. Wait, why am I panicking? This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd to the event. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. I step out in front of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey everyone! Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome everyone to Funplex Event at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We've got some awesome things in store for you today. We'll go over the basics, then we can get this party started. First, token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more of them, so make the most of it. Second, the Fist of Discomfort tournament. We're streaming it live on Queen Bee's channel. Sign-ups are at the prize desk. See the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3-letter initials with Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. We're planning a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get that started. Fourth, for those of you participating in the cosplay contest, your outfit looks great and check in with Ashley about the details. Fifth, I can't confirm the rumors, we're going to have magical Mune Cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes, I'll be revealing our new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today you'll get to play one of them. All those things are on the flyers and the promotional website and so on. Meaning point by point was kind of redundant, they're ready to go. But I should pump up the crowd a bit, get them excited. Can't half-ass this either. Funplex is meant to be fun for all. Casual gamer or core gamer, young or old, retro or modern. We want everybody to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with the trophy, you'll be walking out some of the great... Yeah. You'll be walking out of here with memories of time well spent with these great games, and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know. And we hope you come back to the Funplex again to recapture the magic moments you'll experience today. On behalf of the Funplex, thank you for joining us at Funplex event. Now let's get gaming. Yep, that got him excited. Right, okay, now it's time to reveal our new rare game and get this show underway. Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. My friends, I give you Wyvern Keep, a rare Laserdisc trademark based game where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild? I thought Laserdisc games, trademark, played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? They're not all bad. They can be kitschy nostalgia at least. It could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot after I'm out of the FOD tourney pools. Well, not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for.
Aww.
But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular. I wouldn't worry though. Today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. Didn't Pucas kinda get it for free? My point stands. That is easy to pay for itself. About ready to give up on this for now and move on to the other things, when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, a young girl approaches, eyes full of wonder at the cartoon playing before her of the daring princess. And after dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Games are meant to be played and loved. Players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully that girl will have cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep, just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the FOD tourney, or just to go play some games. As for me, I worked my way through the crowd and back to the desk. One last thing to do, check in with our VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo's manning the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the gamers are a star talent for the day. It's their event, I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Everything set for today's dancing, Teo? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Ready to rock, but can't stop to chat. Running the stage is my focus for the next few hours, and it's going to take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing, and okay. Percy, world record time, you up for this? Absolutely. Well, okay, he definitely looks focused today, not his usual softly smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing when I set the record, I'll submit it as the new high score to defeat. Culmination of years of effort, all coming to a head. Pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, yes, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me. But say it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean. For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt, chasing a dream, always grasping, just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Morale improvement systems online. Aim the encouragement cannons. Percy, I know how much this game means to you, but don't feel like you have to win this on my behalf, or even the Funplex's behalf. Volunteering for this high-pressure, public-profile run means a lot to me. You're already doing everything you can for us all, and honestly, I'm proud of you. Quite right, quite right. Very well, for myself, for you, and for the Funplex, I shall give it my all. Percy offers a quick salute, then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's magic maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the
Pucas, what the fuck? Hey, ready for the tournament?
No way.
No, I am not ready in the slightest. Not for this, not for him. With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans, standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design on the back of his jacket, like some wide-eyed fanged oni. This is a local event, right? Funplex Regular City Scrubs and a bunch of cosplay otaku from Max? Yes, I mean, that's what this is. Then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Listen.
Known on Western Shores as the Demon, and in his home country of Japan as Kami, he's the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. What?
Ooh.
You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Funplex event? Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Yen, isn't that nice of him? Pucas, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes? We'll go with yes? Sorry? I am fucked. I am so completely fucked. Queen Bee can't be losing morale now. I can't have my friend so frantic over this. Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. Gotta pump her up. So you see him in action before. It means you know what he's gonna do before he does it. Top-rated players are the ones in the true crosshairs. This is your chance to take down the Demon Queen Bee. I know you can do it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin. Yeah,
Well.
true. Okay, I've watched hundreds of his matches. I'll do this. Here goes nothing. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling.
Did I make a mistake? My calculations estimated that having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance. I mean, I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be.
Don't worry about it, Iris. I asked you to invite star players that hype the event at the moon, and that's what you did. And even if the demon beats Queen Bee, well, the
Even
Funplex
so,
wins.
I feel kind of bad, but it's good that I feel bad, right?
I don't know how I
That I'm
feel
not
about an
making a
AI
purely quantitative
feeling
analysis of
bad.
the situation.
Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's Floor Attendant Pucas on duty, making sure Funplex event soars like an eagle, rather than a turkey. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy is there trouble to shoot. Not 1 hour in and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the sight of it. Can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you after that invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. Crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? Yeah, I can't have people punching up the cabinets. This gamer's busy smacking the side of the Wild Rider cabinet. The flake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. No, 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 this can't be happening. Sir, sir, sir! You're not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated. And he would deserve it. Oh, you're that guy. You're the guy I got mad at when the fat dude wouldn't stop playing Moopy, right? Sorry, I've got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them, but would you look at this? Of all the rotten luck. I got the top lap score. I did. And now the game is frozen right after crossing the finish line. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider is one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. It's made in the early 2000Xs with janky low polys and low production values as a whole. I'm sorry for hating the game. I guess that was pretty rude of me, but is there anything you can do to help me keep my score? I've got a real shot at winning this one. This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology. And he's a paying customer today, despite claiming he'd leave forever, so I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Let's check with Naomi. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check with our technician, see if there's anything we can do to recover your game. Already texted Naomi for you. Thanks, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop looking perturbed. Wild Rider again? Quickly, she slips around behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works. These early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second. And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes, confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. I never get tired of watching Naomi fix things. To see her brain quickly solve all these arcade complications leaves my mouth agape and my heart warm. All done. Call me for breaks again. Bye. Oh man, she did it! My score is saved. Hallelujah. I owe you. Seriously, I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy. Another happy customer, but I should keep an eye on that game in case it falls apart again. Next problem. Swing around the kids. Of all the fucking immature little sons to pull, that motherfucker. Whoa, settle down. Fortunately for me, the gamer recognizes me immediately thanks to my speech earlier. And also, fortunately for me, she calms down considerably too. Sorry, glad you're here. I need your help. I mean, just look at this shit. Curious, I take a look at the current link to the top score on Qbert, which is registered to the initials ASS. Can you believe it? Someone beat my top score, then put in joke initials just to ruin my day. I know exactly who did it too. Steve, that son of a bitch. He's always pulling shit like this to mess with me. Hey, there he is. Steve, get your ass over here. Steve glances over and with a bemused smirk strolls on over to join us. Joy, something wrong? Of course something's fucking wrong. You stole my high score. Did I? Oh, look at that. Guess I did. Sucks to be you, huh, Joy? And your initials are? Because I know for a fact Gavin wouldn't have let you register for the high score competition as ASS. So I played a little joke. So what? Still my score up there. I'm taking home that trophy tonight. Urge to kill rising. Must control. Fist of death. If you got a dispute, take it up with Gavin at the prize desk. He's judge, jury, and executioner for all things high score related. Alrighty, text him for you. He's on the way. Gavin takes one look at the high scoreboard and frowns. Really? Really? And who exactly is Mr. Ass? Well, Gavin, that's technically former WWE Tag Team Champ Badass Billy Gunn. Yes! He did go by Mr. Ass for a while. Now he goes by Daddy Ass. But today it's just this guy right here. Steve. Good. Steve, you're out of the tournament. What? Can't wipe the game's scoreboard to get rid of your joke score, not without losing the real top score underneath it. Meaning we're stuck with this for the day. Getting you out of my hair almost but not entirely makes up for having to deal with that problem. But that's not actually my score. I was just kidding. I didn't put ass in there. It was someone else. Pucas. He claimed it was his until you showed up. So he's either a liar or a prankster. We're done here. Steve, you're out of the running. One more instant and you're out the door. I'll have to stand there and take this crap. You don't want me here? I'll give my business to Deco's Palace. And off he goes. Swearing joy. Wow, that's some arcade justice right there. Thanks so much. Happy to help, but if you don't mind keeping the swearing to a minimum, we got kids here. For you, anything. No longer swearing joy. Pretty intense stuff, but the problem's basically solved, even if Deco Nami is earning a few more quarters today. On to the next problem. Wait a second. As I loop back around to the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could at least help out one of them. Even if it leaves the last of those 3 crowd problems twisting in the wind. I don't know. This is triage. Where should I focus? This is rough. The FOD tournament is probably our biggest draw, and Queen Bean's a top entertainer, so... We're approaching lunchtime, so maybe she's off getting food, but I'm not so sure. Queen Bee I know would be watching the tournament pools and studying her opponents. Heck, I've seen her pack protein bars for a quick lunch rather than walk away from FOD. Decide to check in with Gavin, who has an eagle's eye view of the entire event from his perch at the prize disc. Hey Gavin, I was wondering where... She's in the employee break room. Where Queen Bee is. Okay, I'm honestly kind of surprised you let her in there. It's crowded in here, and one less anxiety-riddled gamer in the mix is probably healthy for the event as a whole. If you'll excuse me, I've got scores to tally. Best of luck. Okay, I guess that answers that. Weaving through the crowd, I make my way to the employees-only door. I scratched out the apostrophe last week. Sure enough, Queen Bee's here, thumbing through her social media feeds. Hey, QB. Oh, hey, kid. So, sup?
Not much, really. Just wondering what I'm gonna do after L7 boots me from the team. I lose all my subscribers, and I'm lying downtrodden in the esports gutter begging for tokens. So, not much, really.
What, because of the demon? One loss, especially to the best player in the world, can't possibly torpedo your whole career. Queen Bee sighs, locking her phone for now and tucking it away, her face still wrought with trepidation. Look, kid...
It's complicated.
There's things about L7 that I don't talk about, some really fucked up things. It's not just the pressure to perform, it's the pressure to perform perfectly at every second of my career. It's expectations beyond the norm, beyond what anyone else on my team has to deal with. Simply put, I'm a woman in esports. That's what changes everything. Oh, Queen Bee, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, if someone on your team is making your life miserable... What? No. No more misery than what I have to deal with on the daily from the persistent internet trolls. The shit I get from my team is way more subtle than that, but it stings way more than the normal barb.
Do you know why L7 signed me in the first place? I'm their mascot. The only lady on a male-dominated team. I was just so excited to be getting a pro contract in the first place that I didn't look any deeper. You know, I really should have looked deeper. If I did, I would have noticed their history. Women gamers hired and fired over the years, always let go for performance issues. Performance issues my ass. They have a rotating slot for the obligatory eye candy hire, and everyone knows it. And now I'm starting to hear rumblings about my performance. It's like I'm getting too old for them, and it's time to trade in for a younger, hotter esports star. And it's not like any of this is in writing. Oh no. They never say why it happens. It's to avoid the legal system, obviously. They blame the gamer every time. Poor performance. But it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Instinctively, I go cross-eyed, trying to look at my own. Well, maybe not my nose. Mine is a work of sublime beauty, crafted by the gods themselves. You know, this kind of shit happens all the time in esports. Montages and interviews are always focused on me being a woman, not my skills as a gamer. I mean, it's not just in esports. It's soaked into the entire fucking gaming culture. Women, LGBT+, POCs, minorities, people with disabilities. Basically, everyone who's not in the industry marketing target has to work extra hard to get to where they want to be. They get treated like shit along the way. I fought tooth and nail to get to where I am now, and I have to be threatened because... And to have it be threatened because I don't uphold to their sexist standard anymore is, frankly put, bullshit. So, it's there and it's real, but tough to prove any real allegations. Closest thing I've got to hard evidence is my win-loss rating. Steady and solid, no performance problems at all.
No way.
I don't lose. They can't drop the axe just yet, not until I make a mistake. Well, taking on the demon and getting destroyed in front of a livestream audience at a small event, an event that I should be winning hands down, that's all they need to justify abandoning ship. Honestly, I'd abandon ship on this team ages ago, if not for the fact that I rely on my team's salary to live. I've even had to put up with those L7 sponsored events at Deco's Palace. What a filthy pit of ego and aggression that place is. Without this contract, I'd need a real job, like an ordinary pleb. Pfft, fuck that. I'm a gamer, this is my fucking dream. So I suck it up and endure all the little microaggressions. No way around it now. If I want to keep being a pro, I have to beat the demon. Yep. How do you kill that which has no weaknesses? Come on, everybody has a weakness. What's his? Well, maybe if he has a heart attack or spontaneously combusts, being on fire is totally a weakness. Maybe walk me through it. In Fist of Discomfort, how do you counterplay your opponent? I'm out of crap with the genre. Maybe explaining it to a noob will help? She pauses, trying to figure out how to word it on a level that even a neophyte can handle. Let's see. Okay, so there's 3 playstyles in FOD. Aggro, mid-range, and control. Put simply, aggro is quick beatdowns, mid-range is balance, and control is long-term planning. In this case, I play aggro. And from what I know about the demon, he's an absolutely perfect control player. He uses elaborate item combinations to stall the game, then seals your doom. And I'm gonna hazard that control beats aggro? Most of the time, yeah. It sacrifices early game power for early game stall, meaning I burn out while he's just getting warmed up.
It's complicated.
If I wanted to counterplay him, I'd have to play mid-range, but I haven't practiced those characters that playstyle. He'd outskill me easily. No choice, I guess. I'll just have to get out of my comfort zone and face the demon as mid-range. I'll figure out something out along the way. I'm going to slay the demon. I'm going to do this. I will. I think it's time to load up on holy water and crossbows and purge this entity from our sacred funplex. Now we're talking. Let's put aside L7 for the moment, because even if I win this battle, I'm leaving them in my wake. But here and now, it's time to focus on the fight.
Thanks.
It's helped. I mean, I'm still very likely doomed, but I feel better about my doom as a whole. You'll be there for the finals later on today? I nod an affirmative. Although Percy should be wrapping his high score run at the same time, meaning... hey, it's cool, I get it. You've got a lot going on, no pressure. Now you've got an event to manage, and I've got a fight to prep for. Let's both do what we do best. You got it, Queen Bee. She pulls out her phone to do a little research as I depart. Half a Funplex event in the can. Have to go. Been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense not practicing self-care too. Time to get my lunch on. And while a nice, quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everyone else needs should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need? As if there's a choice. Naomi's been hiding away in her workshop all day, coming out only for spot repairs on games. I'll go see if she wants to hit the whole store or something for lunch. Turn the handle to the wide double doors of her workshop and step inside. As expected, she's busy tinkering with the circuit board when I arrive. Hey. Oh, Pucas. It's good to see you. How's the event going so far? It's a bit rocky, but we're making it happen. Right now, I need to make lunch happen or I'm gonna pass out. Do you want to head out to Whole Story, get some chow? No need. I came prepared. Prepared a little extra if you like. She unpacks a pair of wooden boxes from her backpack, each one a classic Japanese bento, enough rice and Munchables for one person.
Sweet.
Figured you might be too busy today to go out, so I planned ahead. For me? Dang, Naomi, that's nice of you. Her workspace isn't exactly a 5-star restaurant, but it'll do. We crack open our boxes and get to work on them. Seems she's just as hungry as I am, from the way she chows down. But there's enough room between bites to chat, so you're welcome to join us whenever, you know. Out there. I don't know. It's not really my thing. Crowds, I mean. It's the Funplex. It's basically your crowd. They're here to play games and enjoy your hard work. I know. I tend to be a wallflower in huge groups. One-on-one or small groups, okay, but large groups, well... See, this is why I like those old retro arcades. Only a few people play those games. Got to be friends with most of them. That's good, right? I remember how uncomfortable she seemed at Max. She also avoided the mingling crowd at Donnawood. It's hard for me to imagine not wanting to talk to people. It's not that hard to imagine not wanting to talk to people. I've always been pretty outgoing. You have to be, to work in retail, lifeguarding, or arcade event managing. I work as an engineer, so, Hey, Pucas, Lucas disagrees with you. But I'm extroverted, while she's clearly introverted. Nothing wrong with that. Do I really want to try to push her out of her comfort zone? Wait, what am I thinking? I shouldn't be pushing her anywhere. We can just talk over this like adults. Naomi, do you want to join the party out there? Huh? I'm not asking if you're comfortable with it. I'm asking if you'd enjoy being with your fellow gamers. Being with your fellow gamers. Okay. We're gonna do one more take. I'm asking if you would enjoy being with your fellow gamers. If you could be comfortable with it.
I don't know. I mean, I know from basically every movie and TV show that my story should end in opening up to others and being super outgoing, but that's just not me. I love my friends, I love my work, and I love the time I spend with both. I'm pretty okay with not being a total party animal on top of that.
Preach,
the only
sister.
reason I have doubts and wonder if I should be more outgoing is because society seems to value super social people more than quiet loners. Loners usually end up on the 5 o'clock news after some massive incident. Oh, she was so quiet, I had no idea. But honestly, I don't mind not joining the party. That's not bad, right?
Nothing wrong with being introverted. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Let me handle the crowds for you. I'll be your wingman and tackle the situations you'd like to avoid. I think the main concern people have with loners is if they isolate themselves due to depression, avoiding their friends and things like they would actually enjoy. Oh, that's not me at all. I love spending time with you and with all the others. Yep, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. And if you do want to pop out and check out the Funplex event, take as much or as little time as you want. Hang back or get involved. It's totally up to you. Okay. Thanks, Pucas. Maybe I'll do just that. I might blend in with the wallflowers, but it'd be nice to get a peek at what's going on out there, if only to appreciate the hard work I put in. I'll make some time to do just that. Oh, and maybe when you aren't wrangling a dozen contests and dealing with hyper-competitive gamers, we can, I don't know, walk the floor together or something. Yeah, I think that might work. Better than my past efforts at being community-minded, at least. Naomi sighs, poking idly at her lunch with her chopsticks. My past efforts... bleh. I wish the internet didn't suck so much. Huh? Oh, there's tons of communities online for arcade enthusiasts, and it's easier to mingle in a virtual group of total strangers than a real one. But the last few times I tried, well, you'd think nerds who are used to being picked on for weird hobbies would be less likely to pick on each other. And you'd be wrong. There's just too many people, even in the smallest of small communities, willing to take a big old dump for you for being even slightly different, or to gatekeep, or worse, if they're too willing to be friendly, like too friendly, like wanting to know where you live and wanting naked pictures friendly. Yeah, that's not great. But I found that face-to-face people are nicer. When you know there's a human with feelings, you aren't as likely to step on those feelings. That's why I like hanging out with my friends. All the fun of being in a small community, all the advantages, without being overwhelmed by a massive crowd. It's exactly the right fit for me, yeah? I like the joke, but it feels weird to say that. No sense diving headfirst into the deep end. You can wade in from the shallows, get used to the water, learn to doggy paddle a little. Did I mention I used to be a lifeguard? Multiple times, yes. You're right, I only have to go as deep into the ocean as I like. Thanks, Pucas, you always know just what to say. Naomi quickly finishes up the rest of her lunch, lost in thought. I take the lull in conversation to finish my own. Damn, Naomi makes a mean lunch. I wouldn't mind her making me bentos for the rest of my life. I'd rate her 5 stars on Yelp. We should both get back to work. We're on the clock, you and I. Once I'm done here, I'll pop my head out to say hi, or at least look around. Seriously, thanks for visiting. Really cheered up my spirits. Okay, thanks for lunch again. Can we do this sometime? Or can we do this again sometime? I really, really love your lunches. And with the tiniest hint of a blush on her cheeks, Naomi offers me a big ol' hug. She has to stand on her tiptoes to do it. Anytime. I'd make you lunch anytime. We should do this again, okay? Absolutely. After packing up the remains of the lunch, she gets back to her work and I get back to mine. But I can certainly say my day's a little brighter now. Damn right it is. Next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep into his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer, while Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals, on the path to our inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. But as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our 2 main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Uh-oh. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the Demon's been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. And as predicted, Grand Finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the Demon. And as for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record, with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. I got Queen Bee through her worries, but that was just the prelude. This is the main event. But Percy's not looking great, hunched over his joystick. He might need me. Can't be there for them both, much as I want to. Who do I focus on? This is it. The grand final is the Fist of Discomfort at Funplex event. I can sense the excitement of the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reach the front crowd where Rhapsody, an FOD expert Iris invited to handle play-by-play announcing, introduces the competitors. On the player one side, the rising star of L7 Gaming local Funplex champion and internet sensation, Queen Bee! A few folks in the crowd, locals mostly, cheer Queen Bee on. I recognize most of them from her crew and a bunch of Funplex regulars. On the player 2 side, 5-time EVO trademark champion in Fist of Comfort, known as Kami in his home country of Japan. Here we all know him as the Demon. Uh-oh. The crowd's picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say it doesn't make sense. The Demon is known by casuals and hardcore alike, but I was hoping for a little less of a discrepancy between the two. Look over to Queen Bee. She's keeping it calm. She's keeping it cool. A true mask of the competitive gamer. After a quick handshake, it's off to their joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle. My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Funplex event. Let's hear it for our competitors. As they shuffle through the character selection screen, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. The announcer takes that momentum and brings it back twofold. Queen Bee is sticking with her prize and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokazi! From what I've learned, Tomokazi is a light and fast character, suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character. As for the Demon, who's been playing as Staple, a heavy-set controlling Samurai all day, selects a similar speedy attack ninja. What an amazing turn of events! The Demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade! This is completely unlike anything we've seen the Demon do today. What an exciting matchup, one you won't take your eyes away from! Wait, this doesn't make sense. Queen Bee explained all this to me. The Demon plays slow, control-heavy characters that drag the game down to their level for an eventual defeat. But now he's playing aggro? With characters locked in and map set, let's not delay this match any further. The countdown is at 3, 2, 1, and begin! Right out the gate, the Demon comes at Queen Bee with a ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches, where she charges head-on into her enemy. Right out of the gate, the Demon attacks Queen Bee with a ferocity the likes I've never seen. Like a cheetah, the Demon spares no time, running straight towards his prey. The Demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's taken full-on minion damage, and he's not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing in his sights, and that's Queen Bee. Okay, yeah, this is bad. He's playing aggro. He's playing a faster aggro than Queen Bee, rushing her down before she can get her bearings. It's not much of an edge with the demon risking everything like that, but it's just enough of one to keep her from finding her footing. Normally these matches go on a good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once, then mauled an ally sensei while she was respawning. I tried to make myself heard over the crowd. Stay cool. Stay? No, it's no good. She can't hear me. Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is so focused she probably wouldn't register my voice. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the demon pulls her apart again and again. The onslaught! The demon is leaving up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. But what's this? Queen Bee is switching things up. She stopped at the item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly be buying at a time like this? Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. From what she explained, the counter to aggro is control, so by changing her tactics, it might just allow her some time to catch up. And one of Queen Bee's sensei is down for the count, but that death has brought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can. Queen Bee blasts the lane with Storm of Frost. Okay, I get it now. She's using a weird hybrid style of trying to stall out the enemy with ice spells while making her own progress down the lane. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy minions freeze solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead. But the demon responds with a swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with his other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down. As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game, she started out that way. Quickly enough, the final sensei on Queen Bee's side of the map falls. Here is your winner, the demon! The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have seen such a strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten, as the players close in to cheer on the demon over and over. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her rival, Queen Bee slips away. I decide to follow. Find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Quietly, I take a seat next to her.
After L7 Gaming dumps me, maybe I can live off my stream subs alone. If they don't abandon ship too, I mean. Maybe cut my living expenses a little. You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that. If worse comes to worse, maybe Naomi will carve out the insides of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there.
If you're looking to chop down your budget size, may I point out that when there's pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Hey, that's my line! Queen Bee laughs bitterly, but she's laughing at least. Better develop a taste for microwave food then. So you're sure your team's gonna drop you, huh? Well, gave it my best. Theory crafted with you, sorted my plan out, even changed it up on the fly when he surprised me.
Thanks.
I can honestly say I did my best. That's thanks to you. Helped me pull my shit together this morning, you know? Well, happy to help. This is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized the event, I'm the one who pushed everyone past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what should have just been another temporary job and a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think of what it would cost me and everyone around me.
Whoa.
Shit. Wash that filthy mouth out with some soap, kid. Question is, now what? Where do I go from here? Well, thankfully someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide clear career advice to someone whose career I just indirectly destroyed. Although I'm expecting it to be Gavin or maybe Ashley to come cheer their friend up, the unexpected walks in the door. The two of us sort of stare, confused, as the man dressed as Queen Bee. I don't speak Japanese.
Hey,
what?
Listen.
I can translate. One moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems. I'm afraid my English is not very good, so... Oh, you have a translator. I am glad. Iris repeats everything we say back and forth. With a little patience, the conversation flows a bit easier after that. I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
For what the fuck does that even mean? Are you mocking me? Iris probably softened that a little in the translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the real gist. Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style. Both Queen Bee and I look very confused. I've been watching your stream for a year now, but watching it is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal. If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today. Didn't we just see him pull you apart limb by limb? Queen Bee's expression softens, and she playfully punches me on the shoulder. Way to rub it in, kid. That's not what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match. I was, but I'm still confused. He played sloppy as shit. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks than I did out there than I did, relying on the fastest, hardest aggro style imaginable to win before I could react. Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out the gate without buying a single item, not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy. I was overly eager to show you what I have learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san.
Come again?
Okay, who's we exactly? Myself, the Kami of Japan, Onslaught-san, the Kami of the NorCal scene, Faustus-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team, winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world, a diverse team, 4 players by players. But we require an aggro-style champion, a Kami of the East Coast scene in America, who would be deeply honored if Queen Bee-san joined us. As he offers a deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks
Hold
up
on.
first.
You're offering me a job? That's why you came here?
Hi. I've been scouting for talent to complete our team, but I have yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Them right in the ear. I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first. But, I'm interested. Yeah, interested.
I almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile on the demon just now. Almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile. And it's gone. Thank you. Please, take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of our 4 heavenly kings. We will at last have found our queen. With that, he offers one more bow and promptly turns to exit.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Kid, do you know what this means? You're about to be elevated to Arcade God. You're going to ascend the holy mountain of Asgard to join your fellow Kami in Olympus, home of the spirits above. I'm pretty sure you're mixing up pantheons there, kid. But yeah, this is big. I mean, this is super big for me. Instead of bowing and scraping and begging L7 to let me sit at their table, I got my own fucking table. I want to be carried into into Evo TM by oiled fanboys, raising me high on a plush couch, feeding me grapes and fanning me with palm leaves. That's certainly one way to make an entrance into a arcade tournament. I'm actually reasonably sure Iris could arrange that if I asked her to. Sure thing, I'll get right on, kidding. I was kidding, Iris. Yeah, I'm kidding too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've got a lot to learn before I really know I can hang with them. Now, I've got a future, and it's bright. I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship. The fact remains we got lucky. If the demon hadn't been in a generous mood, hadn't been scouting for talent, her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. Demon said it himself. Don't fall for results-oriented thinking. Maybe her future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Man, who knew being an adult with so many important responsibilities instead of a transient floating through life would be this nasty? Kid, you okay in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Shaking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievement. Glad I could help you out this morning, and glad things worked out, even if I guess you and the demon feel you lost that fight in your own way. Esports, huh? Wild stuff.
Thanks.
But I've been meaning to tell you, thanks. You've been with me through all this, even when you probably had better things to do. Don't think I haven't noticed. Well, you're a friend of the Funplex, Queen Bee, and while it's my job to keep you coming back, I want you to know that it's not just for the tokens or your esports stardom. We're just happy to have you around, Queen Bee. Wouldn't really be the Funplex without you, so thanks a bunch. Ah, shucks, kid. It's no big deal. I like it here. I'm happy to have friends like you and Purr at my side. Speaking of here, we should rejoin here already in progress. Folks will be expecting the runner-up to make an appearance. And I'm never one to not make an appearance. As we re-enter the arcade, I instinctively size out the crowd looking for trouble. But there isn't any. Good. Don't think I could deal with another crisis. Wait a minute, where's Purr? Percy? I don't know. He's gone. Nobody's playing Moopy. In fact, it's already drained out the extra lives and gone back to the attract mode screen, with a score just short of the world record. Ah, shit. You think he cracked under the pressure? Percy's in the hospital. He started clutching at his chest and then fell off his stool. We think it was a heart attack. I called 911 right away. The ambulance just left. Oh no. I need to go. Shit, I ride the bus. I can't drive to the hospital. Queen Bee provides. We'll take my car. Gavin, can you and the others finish up here? I have to... This is my fault. I pushed him too hard. Go. We'll take care of Funplex event. Quickly, we pile into Queen Bee's rusty yellow hatchback and speed off to the local hospital. Oh no. The hour's growing late, but we manage to find his room just before visiting hours are over. And inside, lying in a hospital bed... Oh, hello there. Wasn't expecting visitors. How do you do? Is the event going well? How do you do? Seriously, how do you do, Percy? Exactly, what's going on? Are you okay? Oh, tosh, it's nothing. Just a heart tremor. Wasn't even a full arrest or anything. They're keeping me overnight for observation. I'll be back at the Funplex before you know it. Still have a high score to defeat after all. Are you fucking kidding me? Purpur, come on. You're hooked up to an ECG. I can see your heartbeats. It's not nothing. It's just a little issue, that's all. Medical mishap which runs in my family. Wasn't quite expecting it to accelerate this quickly, but that's life, isn't it? So, it wasn't stress-related? Well, probably didn't help, but can't say I was feeling sharp as usual this morning. My fault, really. All my fault. How serious is this condition? And be honest with us, Percy. No holding back to keep us from worrying, because we're gonna worry whether you like it or not. Yeah, what the kid said. Well, they've said 2 years left to live, but science isn't an exact science, I suppose. Shit. The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you two to head on home. Don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for the time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same. Only if you're sure, Percy. You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert. My way of keeping calm through this silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means the Funplex. The Funplex. Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. I've still got an event to wrap up and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I'd picked out for the high score contest are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit, Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk. And Francine, up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Pucas. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. Despite the discount on tokens, we made a tidy profit today, far and above what the Funplex normally draws. From what Ashley tells me, the meet was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even if the local champ didn't win a fist of discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I hoped you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map? Business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm happy about it, just exhausted. Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets. I'd like to think I know a thing or two about dreams.
Francine's
Dreams
great.
and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. Well, true, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was hospitalized, but poor dear.
Ah, Francine.
But we did it. Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back in and smiles, and Queen Bee's sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy to be playing the games they love, and I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. You need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Pucas. We'll see you tomorrow. Turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
So how'd it go? Was Funplex event every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it? Players went home happy and business is booming. Hooray! Why don't you look happy? It's been a long day. Well, okay. Honestly, Pucas, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you'd love. I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps. You want to become an arcade czar? No, silly. I mean, just try to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork. Like that poster. I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think? Except that following your dreams can run you ragged like it did to me today. Could nearly torpedo your future, could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble? Yeah, follow your dreams. Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. Not gonna lie, wouldn't be easy. Not by a long shot. But yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own
Thank
terms.
you.
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Pucas. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hard-working arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them. That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile. I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about a beach vacation? You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. Shocking. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 15,150 points. Woo-hoo. Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5? Yep. Let's save the game. And I think we are going to save the beach episode for next time. So, thanks for coming by, everyone. Really appreciate everyone coming out to hang out. Next thing up on the schedule is Tiptoe on Thursday. Not entirely sure what we're planning to do just yet, but I'm sure Cam and I will have something fun for everyone going on. So, thanks for coming by, everyone. And, you can check out all our links. We have a Discord, YouTube channel, or you can catch all of our old stuff, and a Clips channel if you just want to see some silly little things that we've done. So, thanks for coming out, everyone, and I will see you next time.